And good evening. It is October 31st, Halloween 2020, and this is Eureka Street Crypto Hub. And my name is Eureka John, and this is the broadcast where I cover all things crypto. And everybody has gone to bed, the kids are in bed, my wife is in bed, and I'm left with the dad tax. I raided my daughter's Halloween candy, and time for me to grub down. I love these new M&M caramel things. Super good. I'm a big fan of caramel. I was wondering, did you say caramel or caramel? I always call it caramel. Anyway, I'll go ahead and start this broadcast here. And I got my soda water. I don't drink anymore. So, soda water it is. Giving me something cold and bubbly to drink. It's not beer. And I drink it back to back. That was the problem. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and minimize this. I'm calling this episode today Ways to Earn That Chump Change, Mining and Staking. Alright, now I want to kind of give a disclaimer. Nothing I ever talk about is comprehensive or supposed to be like super educational. This is just me talking about stuff I'm learning about in crypto. I'm not by any means calling myself an expert or some kind of teacher in the subject, or especially not a financial advisor. I'm just stoked on the technology. I'm stoked on crypto. I'm stoked on the whole idea, kind of the libertarian idea of independence from the banking systems and the government fiat currency that's kind of being shoveled down our throats, and the fees from the banks that have been used to, I mean, the amount of fees and fines that extremely poor people get is something like $22 billion this year that lower income people have had to pay in bank fines. It's just insane the amount of fees and fines people have to pay for going overdraft from maybe some Spotify subscription that they forgot about or something, or aren't able to pay, and it popped through right before their paycheck came through. It's just ridiculous. So crypto is a great way to hedge against that type of stuff, or just get away from that system altogether. There are ways nowadays in order to be able to do your everyday things with just crypto. Yes, it is hard still, but it's getting easier and easier day by day, and hopefully longer time goes, we can get away from this corrupt and horrible banking system that we have that is basically designed to keep the poor poor. So crypto is making headway towards that, and it's gaining adoption. And then now, I mean, it's kind of a double-edged sword. We're seeing adoption by larger companies and people, rich people. It's good because it spreads the word out there that it is legitimate. It's not just for scammers and money launderers and criminals. It's actually a way to proclaim your own independence and become financially stable yourself. And it's a way to separate yourself from the banking system and to be able to participate in your own decentralized economy away from the economy that is designed to tax us and not make us succeed. So, there's my little rant. Let's go in here. I'm going to minimize this. And I'm going to get rid of this text here. And put me over there. Put this logo. It's kind of, whoops, that's not the logo. Put this logo here, up in the corner. I got my Twitter handle there. Give me a follow. Shoot me a DM. Talk to me. I like to talk to people that I don't know. And that's why I'm doing this. But let's see here. Where was I? No, it's not what I'm looking for yet. There we go. CoinGecko. Let's look at what's happened today on Halloween. Bitcoin's kind of had an interesting day. Why is it done like this here? Let's do it by market cap. Market cap is how much money people have invested as a group into certain cryptos. Bitcoin is by far the highest market cap. Ethereum after that. And XRP. A lot of people love XRP. They have the XRP army. They're super fanatical about it. Meant to kind of, well, I originally got into crypto because when I was looking for alternative investments and ways to try to make money and preserve my money, and I didn't have any of it at the time. I literally started out just like putting like $10 into crypto here and there when I had it, maybe extra on my paycheck. But XRP was one that made sense to me because it was partnering with names I knew at the time, MoneyGram and American Express. I'm not really sure what their partnership is with those, but to me it made sense because of the whole idea of remittances and to be able to transfer money from, say, me to, or some cleaning lady, there's a Filipino cleaning lady wanting to send money back to her mom and dad in the Philippines, say, and it happens instantaneously for a super cheap price. If you were to try to do that by Western Union or MoneyGram before XRP, and probably still now, it would cost them, maybe like $25 to send $100. So they're taking like 25%. And these are not rich people that they don't have that $25 to spare. So XRP is actually, I mean, the whole idea behind it is good, and a lot of people are going off and saying that XRP is going to be the new world currency and all that stuff. I don't know about all that stuff. There's a podcaster, Bearable Bull, that people tend to like just completely love him or hate him. Whatever, he's a total conspiracy theorist, and I hate to even throw around that term conspiracy theorist because all that does is just label and marginalize some very intelligent people as well who know how to do amazing critical thinking. So I wouldn't say conspiracy theorist, but some of his stuff is a little far-fetched. But I don't know if XRP is going to be the world currency for during this great economic reset, but it definitely has its use. A lot of crypto purists hate XRP because it is kind of, I mean, it's centralized by it's owned by the company Ripple, and it uses kind of the whole banking system to be a cryptocurrency, and it's kind of goes against the ideal of what cryptocurrency was supposed to be in the first place. So anyway, let's see what the biggest movers are here in the past 24 hours. Trust swap went up 10%. Okay. The idea behind Trust Swap is if you're doing ICOs, and it keeps people from doing rug pulls, which is basically the owners of the project basically pulling everything out of a liquidity pool or something like that. Or say you have somebody who has an inheritance that they want to leave, but they want to give out the money in certain increments. They can automate that using a smart contract and with Trust Swap. It's all about smart contract automation, and Trust Swap is kind of an automation of the doling out of escrows and that type of stuff for escrow accounts. So let's see here. Quant went up 9.1. I guess these are only in my own portfolio. Okay, let me switch. Hold on. The number of my portfolio is not right. I don't have $15,954 in my portfolio. So those are just numbers I've used for hypothetical type of stuff. Oh, let's see here. Okay, so the highest mover is Vitae, up by 17.1%. I guess of all the coins today. I don't even know what Vitae does. There's Loopring, which is I believe like a layer 2 device to help lower the Ethereum transaction fees. Filecoin is kind of a decentralization of file sharing in which you can share the extra file space on your computer on the internet for people to use for their own file storage needs. And it's kind of like I know there's a non-crypto analogy one, kind of like BitTorrent and upfiring as well. Upfiring is a crypto coin, and BitTorrent is the video download device that uses other people's bandwidth. But upfiring is kind of that using, oh look, there's a BitTorrent coin. Huh, interesting, I'll have to look into that. So these are some of the biggest movers today: Loopring, Ren, Filecoin, Nexo, Huobi, Quant, Tezos. So nothing moved a ton today. So none of the big ones that I follow anyway, except for TrustSwap, I guess. Where in the past 24 hours. Okay. Anyway, let's go to and begin the content of this podcast. Now that I've just fiddle farted around a little bit, I'm looking in this. I always try to find ways to make extra crypto. I mean, I'm the type of guy that uses coupons. I get in rewards programs. I earn points. I get hotel points, airline points. I get gas mileage points. I join my grocery store rewards club. There's another one called Ibotta, in which I buy the products that they advertise on their app, and I get discounts on those products, and I build up change. Get Upside is one for gas, where you go to the gas stations that participate in the program, you get cash back. So I always do that type of stuff. Let's see, the first one is Brave Browser. Brave Browser, and I went over this a little bit on the last episode as well, because as you can see, I have 7.995 BAT tokens. So far this month, and that's only on this computer, and this computer's only been in existence for less than a month, and that's this browser on my laptop. Let's see here, I have on my laptop I've earned another 6.26 BAT. I have a computer at work that I'm doing that with, and I have it all connected to my Uphold account. So at the end of the month, all that dumps into my Uphold account. Then from there, in my Uphold account, it's uphold.com, I believe. Let me see here. You can buy crypto on Uphold. You can trade it. They only do some of the major ones. Let's see here. I don't want to. Oh, here we go. All right. So I don't really keep much in here. Ah, shit. It's got this like two-step verification thing I got to do. Hold on. So you have to download this verification app onto your phone, and this is kind of a pain in the ass. It's called the Authenticator, and it generates like a random code each time you want to log in. So yeah, I don't mind showing you my balance in Uphold, whatever, because there's not a whole lot. I got $32 in here, but I've transferred some stuff out. But as you can see, it automatically downloads from my Brave browser down into here. I've transferred some to XRP, some to Bitcoin. All this has been just straight up just from clicking on ads in my browser. I got $17 worth of Bitcoin in here, and 1063 worth of XRP, 385 of BAT. Just over the past few months of just clicking on the ad when it shows up, and it'll pop up down in the bottom corner, some ad, you'll click on it, and generally Brave has some pretty decent ads. I mean, I don't love ads, but here's an ad that I just clicked on a Brave ad, and it's whatever, so I'll just unclick it and get rid of it, and then I got the credit for that, and I'll earn some BAT for just clicking on that ad that popped up that you didn't see. It popped up on another screen. So that's one way to earn some side cash from your Brave browser, and then it dumps into your Uphold. And from here, and you can pull out, you can pull out cash, and you can cash out to your bank account from Uphold, or you can send the crypto to some other type of wallet somewhere, if you have a MetaMask wallet, or if you have one of those ledgers, the flash drive wallets, the cold storage wallets, so it's pretty good little program, Brave browser, Uphold wallet, and stuff like that. So definitely tap into that. I use Brave anyway, just because it blocks ads, and all you got to do when you go to a website that you trust, the shields are up. I'll put the shields down, and it'll refresh itself. And there you go. It's the Brave browser, and it's been a good browser for me. I saw some other browser today called like Bitcoin Earn or Bitcoin something browser, and it ended up just kind of looking like some kind of Ponzi scheme. Apparently, you can earn Bitcoin through clicking and visiting websites on the browser, but then you have to refer other people to the browser, then you earn more percentage-wise. Kind of just reeks a little bit of an MLM, multi-level marketing type of scheme, and I'm not a fan of that type of crap. So be safe. Just be safe. Go with Brave. It helps you reward content creators. It helps you get rewarded for you browsing content and looking at things, and it gives you the option of not giving away your personal information, and you can browse in incognito secret mode, and none of your personal information is ever given to any of these large conglomerates like Google and stuff like that. And so you don't get these targeted ads, and just because you happen to mention that you like swimming, you're not going to suddenly see all these ads for swimming pools and swimming gear and swimming suits and everything like that. So nobody's listening to you with Brave browser. Okay, so we'll move on here. What else do we have? Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about Monero. And first, I'll tell you what I've been doing. I set up a mining rig. I have 2 high-powered NVIDIA graphics cards in this computer, and I got it from... I bought the full computer. I'm not ready. I mean, I have put together computers in the past, and I know how to. But I just don't have the time or desire to do it. I have kids and a wife, and anything that I need to learn, I need to just make sure it happens pretty quickly and easy with my time schedule. I can't be fiddling around and troubleshooting and trial and erroring a lot of stuff. It's not that a lot of people, after they have families and kids, lose drive to do something. It's just they don't have the time. So I have to do what I have the time for, and fortunately I had the income to be able to buy a computer. Let's see here. You can buy a GPU miner, and I just bought a mining computer. And I don't see it here. I guess they had already sold it. Oh, I bought this, the mining PC2 GPU. And I didn't buy that one. It's kind of expensive. I got the lower model one. But 2 GPUs. It came with the GPUs out of the box, and no, in the boxes and not in the rig itself. So I had to install the GPU pieces myself in there. Once it arrived, it also arrived with a shattered glass case, but it was coming all the way from Montreal. And the mining cave people were awesome. They sent me $100 free Bitcoin, and they're giving me the UPS claim. So if everything goes through with the UPS claim, I'm going to have basically a free computer. And they're going to be sending me a piece of glass as well to replace that broken piece of glass. I mean, I had to clean it out and use a little hand vacuum and clean out all the glass pieces that got all up in that stuff. But, that happens sometimes. I mean, I literally saw the FedEx and UPS people where I picked it up just had like shit stacked all over it, and it was upside down, and I could just tell it looked like Jim Carrey, Ace Ventura's package that he was kicking around at the beginning of that movie, Ace Ventura. So anyway, they have all types of stuff you can get here. Asic miners. Asic miners are like, the hardcore proper, devices used specifically for mining and for the highest hash power you can get. This one's for Bitcoin with a SHA-256. That's the encryption protocol, I guess, is the word for it. You got a Litecoin miner, and I mean, they're real good about setting it up like ready to mine if you don't know what you're doing. It's kind of what I wanted to get. This my first time to ever do anything like mining, so I wanted something already set up and ready to go. When I did get it, I deleted all the software off and installed everything myself just so I could learn the process. But if I didn't want to do that, they can send you the full computer with everything ready to go. You just plug it in and start mining. So that's how I did that. And now I'm mining Ethereum right now. And I will show you here. Here we go. Let's bring this to the front. Here is what is going on with the Ethereum miner. Oops, wrong one. No. Okay, so let me close out this source. Okay. So this is all the hashes, and it's making attempts at the hashes here. And let me show you. Here, this is Monero one. We'll get to that. Well, shoot. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you. Okay, so we'll put this over here. And those are all the hashes that are going through it. Let's see. It has been a minute since we found any type of shares. Dang, it has been a minute. Usually it finds it pretty quick. Okay, shit. Here we go. We found one here. We found a share. A share is not a complete block. It's just a share. And it gives you some credit. And so let's go over here. Let me get this. Where's the correct window? I know I had tab up somewhere. Well, shoot. Okay, here it is. Oh, no. Alright. So I must have closed out the window. Oh, here it is. Ethermine. Alright, so let me get this over here. Okay. So this is the dashboard for that. I've gotten 0.00348. It reset itself last night and it put it into my wallet on my browser. Probably about like 15 bucks, I believe. And since last night, I've gotten $1.36. It'll go throughout the week, and at the end of the week, I'll probably get another like $15 or $20. However, and I just have this going through a pool, and it's kind of calculating according to my hash rate what I get. If part of the pool we start hitting some blocks, then I might get some more. I'm just doing this as a pool for now, just because it's the easiest and the most steady. There is another way you can do this, that's with solo mining, and I'll show you hold on. First of all, payouts. Let's take a look at this. Last 100 payouts. I've gotten 3 payouts since I've started, or maybe 4. I don't know. But so let's go back to the dashboard. Yeah, current hash rate 15 mega hashes. Usually it's around 60 because that's what my graphics cards give me. Let's look at some statistics. You can choose which pool you want to be in Asia, European Union, the U.S. East Coast and the U.S. West Coast. This is the average hash rate, I guess, of these others, and the found blocks. And the more found blocks, the more money you get. And yeah, I mean, it's real simple, and just an easy way to make some passive income. It's not a whole lot, probably $50 a month, using just this Is Miner pool. But there's another way to go about it here. I could do this solo mining, which I think I'm going to attempt, if anything, just to try it. But solo mining is, I'm not 100% sure how it works, but there's a different type of payout scheme. Let's see here. It's not a pool. What happens is you get credits. And you say each submitted share, you get the shares, like I've demonstrated here in that green one. I found a share, and you have to accumulate your shares. And then once you start accumulating shares, it increases the credit of the miner. And then here's the number. This person is number one in line, waiting for the next block. And then the more credits you get, the higher your place in line is. And so far we have, well, here's the top 100 people. This person's going to get a block at this rate in 21 days. This person in 16 days. This person in 3 months. This person in 7 months. And these are all the different hash rates that they're running right now. And these are all their wallet addresses. And each wallet address is minor. This is the amount of credits that they've accumulated from all the shares that they've found. And then once you find a lot of shares, then you end up higher in a place in the line. And once you find the block, then you get sent to the end of the line. So that's how solo mining works. And then once you find a block, I think the reward is 2 Ethereum. So right now at this point, that would be roughly $800 or $700 something dollars. If you find one once a month, I mean, shoot, that's like $700 or $800 per month. But you probably won't find one each month. It just depends on the amount of hash rate you have and how much power you're using and how powerful your computer is. My computer is pretty powerful. There's probably a lot of people mining with a lot less power than me. For instance, 44.4 mega hashes is, I believe, 20 mega hashes less than me. But then you got this guy here mining with 1.7 giga hashes. So it's probably a lot more. So I'm not 100% sure how all this works. I'm just kind of figuring it out as I go along. There's also a luck factor too. That has nothing to do with the shares you found or the credits. Some people just solo mining, their computer is the one that finds the hash, and it finds the blocks. So they get that block and they get 2 Ethereum tokens, or however many at the time. And I think that's how luck works. I haven't done this yet, so I can't really attest or say. But that's kind of how this Ethereum mining works. There's mining with Zcash here. You can mine with Ycash. I'm not familiar with Ycash in the least bit, so I can't tell you anything about it. Here's Ethereum Classic. Don't confuse Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. If you're going to buy Ethereum. Don't be fooled and buy Ethereum Classic. Same thing with Bitcoin and Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Diamond. Just buy Bitcoin. Just buy Ethereum. If you want to get into Bitcoin Cash or Ethereum Classic, that's fine. Just make sure you know the difference. Like Ethereum Classic, right now the price is $5.22. There's 2,149 active miners. It's a whole lot different than mining Ethereum, where you have 58,432 miners, and the price is $389.34 per Ethereum. And you have 56.6 terahashes a second of miners trying to find the Ethereum blocks, versus over here where you have 1 terahash per second and 2,149. So let's say the odds of finding blocks are a lot better. I mean, who knows? Maybe in this type of specialized mining pools and tokens, I guess that's what they call speculative mining. You can make a lot more money because your computer, if you have a decent hash rate on your computer, can find a lot of these blocks. And then if you can do that, you can sell off the tokens and make some pretty good cash if you're finding a lot of that. I still have yet to mess around with that. I'm just now learning the ropes on how to do this Ethereum stuff. But I'll graduate on and hopefully maybe become some kind of speculative miner, which could be interesting. This is Beam. I don't even know anything about Beam here. We'll have to look it up. And then we have Ravencoin. And there's a lot of other stuff you can mine. There's different ways to mine. I'm just looking at Bitfly here. So Ethereum Classic is an interesting story because what happened at the kind of near the beginning of Ethereum, they were, I believe there was some kind of hack in the MakerDAO pool where a lot of Ethereum was stored and a bunch of Ethereum was stolen or lost or something. And a lot of people lost money, and it was a ton of money. And I believe what they did is they all voted to rewind the blocks back to the point right before it got hacked. So that created a fork. Now, what a fork is it's a hard fork, is where some decision is made in the governance of a token in order to completely create a separate type of token that branches off of that first type of token. So this rule where you're rewinding everything back to that one spot and starting from there again, that created Ethereum as we know it. Ethereum Classic just kept on going with the lost tokens on there and just suffered the loss and kept going at that from that point on. And there's the purists that say no, Ethereum is supposed to be decentralized. We're not supposed to have any one person or community or controlling agency to be able to rewind any of the blocks and say something never happened. We just have to suck it up and take the loss. So that's Ethereum Classic. Well, yeah, I don't know how well Ethereum Classic's done since then. But either way, whatever. I'm for Ethereum. I don't really care that much about Ethereum Classic or know enough to even really care. So I know what's going to make me money is Ethereum, and I believe it is in the future, especially now that ETH 2.0 is on the horizon. And it will. The problem with Ethereum is it's not been scalable. It's an amazing product, and it's been able to be the world computer. Tons of apps are made on it. Ethereum is kind of like the oil to be able to allow transactions to happen. The Ethereum token on the Ethereum platform. There have been some great apps and dApps made on top of the Ethereum platform. And I think I described in the previous video, it'd be like somebody creating Windows and then creating all these programs on top of Windows that you can use on the Windows Pro platform, like Adobe and stuff like that. Yeah, Photoshop is used on the Windows platform. I mean, it's used on Mac too, but I'm just, for example, so there's a lot of tokens like Ocean Protocol, which is made on the Ethereum platform. Unibright is made on the Ethereum platform. MakerDAO is made on the Ethereum platform. Aave is made on the Ethereum platform. These are just programs that are made on top of the Ethereum platform, and Ethereum acts as the world computer. So I can't remember why I started talking about this. Anyway, Ethereum 2.0, yes, that's what it is. Is the problem is with that Ethereum had is a lot of this. It became really popular with a lot of these DeFi programs running on top of the Ethereum platform that it became congested, and whenever anybody wanted to do something, it became slow. Transaction costs when you traded back and forth and used your Ethereum tokens and wanted to buy and sell stuff, using these DeFi engines, it started costing a lot of money. and it would take quite a long time, and it's just like trying to cram a bunch of people onto one subway car in order to get a block completed. There was some, I can't remember, I'll have to find that. It's a pretty amazing description on the web. I'll go look back through my tweets and I'll find it here in a second, but it visualizes that. Anyway, ETH 2.0 is going to roll out pretty soon, and it should take care of a lot of those scaling issues. And I'm really excited about that. It could send the price of Ethereum really high. And if it does, then these piddly little returns that you saw right here, earning 0.00365 ETH in one night or one day, $1.42. Well, I mean, shoot, if it goes up to like $1,000 a token, this will be a lot more than $1.42 that I've earned in one night. In 1 week, the $15 that I've earned might be more like $50 a week. I mean, who knows? So I'm looking forward to ETH 2.0. And $50 a week translates into maybe, like a couple hundred a month. I mean, it's not too bad. Anyway, so let's go, and now let's talk about, I wanted to look at Monero. I'm trying to figure out Monero a little bit here and how to mine it. Monero is interesting because it's completely anonymous cryptocurrency. It uses a zero knowledge proof. If you're into cryptography, you might know what that is, but if not, man, I won't even begin to try to explain it. But basically, it's a way that you can conduct a transaction completely anonymously, just like cash, like a dollar bill. And nobody, no banking institution, nobody has to know about it. It is truly anonymous. And apparently the IRS has like a $650,000 bounty on anybody that can crack Monero. Good luck with that. We'll see. Let me pull up. Oh, hold on. Okay. So let me minimize this. Oops. Okay. This is my Monero Miner. Hold on. Let me pull this back up. Okay, so let me go into Monero. All you got to do is download a miner. I don't think you even really need a whole lot of hash power to mine Monero. You can just pretty much do it on anything with a graphics card. I'm trying to find the window. It's on this other tab. Here, let me pull it over here. Mining Monero. So go to getmonero.org and you can get started. What is Monero? And it's a leading cryptocurrency with a focus on private and censorship-resistant transactions. Most cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin and Ethereum, have transparent blockchains, meaning that transactions are openly verifiable and traceable by anyone in the world. What it means is you can go on Etherscan, for instance. And you can find any transaction made on the Ethernet, on the Ethereum blockchain that has happened. Yeah, and it shows that something went from this wallet to this wallet. You don't know whose wallet it is, or where, or what. All you know is that 35 seconds ago, or at that time, let's see, 0.002971126 Ether went from this wallet to this wallet. Well, they have things and bots called whale alerts, and whales are people that move and own tons of one type of currency in order to be able to affect the price of something. Whales are in stocks as well, traditional stocks. And those are people that can just move the price. It's just like a whale when it jumps out of the water and it comes back in, it displaces a bunch of water and creates a huge wave around it. Same thing in stocks, same thing in crypto. So when you see somebody make a huge transaction on Etherscan, you know somebody's moving a bunch of Ether, and it could possibly cause some kind of fluctuation in the price or in the market. I don't really pay that much attention to that type of stuff, but you know that there are those people, especially the TA people, technical analysis, that just follow this stuff. There's something called Glassnode that follows these types of trends, and yeah, some people obsess about this stuff. I can't. I don't have enough time to obsess about this stuff. So I just dollar cost average. I buy in a little bit every day, week, month, or whatever, regardless of the price, and then hopefully everything will all move up together. Just like water rising in a harbor, all the ships float up together. So anyway, Monero doesn't have that type of scan thing, I guess. Uh, it's completely anonymous, confidential, untraceable. Um, it's just super private. Somebody made an illustration of people in ancient Chinese culture when they would make a petition. They would put everybody's names on a round circle, and on that round circle, you can't see who started the petition. So no king or leader could look at that petition and try to figure out who the ringleader is, because everybody's name is on a circle instead of the start of the list and then everybody else signing underneath that name. And it's kind of a way that Monero is. You can't see who the transactions are because there's a bunch of different other transactions there to help cover for it. And it's kind of like what zero knowledge proof is, even though there's no way I can try to explain what zero knowledge proof is. Anyway, there's downloads. You can get the GUI wallet graphic. You could use user interface wallet. God, I gotta get rid of this thing, that red thing. Hold on one second. Okay. Okay, you have the GUI wallet, graphical user interface wallet. You have the CLI wallet, which is kind of like that Ethereum miner thing I showed you. It's just all text interface. You have some mobile wallets. And then the thing is, the caveat, or the thing that's a pain in the ass with Monero that I've found is you have to, if you're not doing a remote node, you have to download the entire blockchain, Monero blockchain, to your computer in order to be able to mine. And let me show you here. That's the Cardano one. I'll go over that in a second. I gotta get better at this. Alright, so here we go. Okay, so this is the GUI, the GUI wallet that I downloaded. I don't have any money in it right now. And why is because I downloaded it at first before I bought another hard drive. I didn't have a whole lot of storage space on this computer. I didn't realize I would need to download an entire blockchain or even how much that was. So I started downloading the wallet, and I tried to get it to mine, and then started downloading. Synchronizing means it's downloading the entire Monero blockchain to my computer. Come to find out, my computer didn't have enough space, so I had to run down to Best Buy and buy another like 4 terabyte hard drive, and I installed it on this computer. Now, I only had partial download of the blockchain, and it was on the C drive. So when I got the new drive, I moved everything over, but apparently something got mixed up and the blockchain was on the C drive. It just turned into a mess. And then I downloaded the entire blockchain. I tried to start the miner and it wouldn't start because parts of the files were on the C drive and parts were on the J drive. And it's just like turned into a complete mess. So what I've ended up doing is I deleted the entire wallet, Monero wallet, off of my computer, and I re-downloaded it from this website, Get Monero. Here, let me just minimize this. So I re-downloaded it from here, and I got this, and I installed it, and I set up an account, and then now, as you can see, I did this early this morning, and now I have this much remaining. So probably go all night, and hopefully tomorrow, because I would download everything, and I would hit start mining. You go into the advanced tab, hold on, and you click on mining, and you click start mining once the blockchain is down there, because that lights up. And then it would say error, could not mine. And that was because files were all over the place on my computer. So what I'm hoping is that when this blockchain completes its download and this lights up, I can hit start mining, and it'll start mining Monero seamlessly. Ideally, that's what is supposed to happen. Somehow, whenever I try to do something, it never happens the way that it shows on instructional videos or in forums, and you get all these like super high tech geeks going, "Oh, it's so simple. All you got to do is," you know. Um, it never works out like that for me. I always have some type of shit I gotta, try to fix and re-download or reconfigure or something, and just kind of, poke at something until it works. So this is what I'm doing here. Hopefully this will work tomorrow after I re-download this all onto the same drive as the program, and it should work. And then I'll be able to report back on the next broadcast of how many Monero, if any, I was able to get. But you don't have to have like a super powerful computer. The Monero blockchain is about 78 gigabytes. So you got to make sure you have 78 gigabytes of room on your hard drive if you want to do that. Otherwise, there are other options. You can, let's see here. Let's go to account, no, settings. You can do a remote node. However, a remote node is not as secure. No, I don't want to. It's not as secure. And I don't know if it's as fast either. Yeah, less secure but easier on your computer. The local node is where the blockchain is downloaded to your computer, provides higher security, and requires more local storage. I didn't realize it would require 78 gigabytes of local storage, but I'm doing it anyway just because I want to do it legit. I want to, the whole purpose of this is not necessarily for me. I mean, yeah, I do want to get rich and make good money from this and stuff like that, but I'm really just poking around and seeing what works and what doesn't. I mean, that's with anything in life. You have to just figure out what works and keep trying, and that way you get good at something. You can't get good at something unless you make mistakes. So I'm feeling around in the dark here. I've been on some forums, and they were not too helpful, honestly. So I don't know how people get their info, but yeah, I'm working on it. So that's the Monero one. I will report to you tomorrow, and tell you how that went. Okay, so we'll come back to that. Oh shit! Did it say disconnected? What? Dude, are you serious? I don't know. Local node. Okay, alright. Starting where it stopped. I was just about to have a shit fit of thinking that it would have to completely start back over again. Alright, so it's going to keep continuing right where it started of downloading the rest of the blockchain. The problem is it takes forever anytime you want, and I'm going to have to stop the Ethereum miner to run this Monero blockchain. I don't know if I can run both miners at the same time. I don't think I can, but I'm going to either way shut down the Ethereum miner to run the Monero miner for its first time. And then once I start getting that going and learning the process, then I'll turn the Ethereum miner back on and see if I can do both. Okay, anyway, so here we go over to, I'm going to go over here to the Cardano staking wallet. You can stake. You can't just, there's other options. You don't have to just mine. You can stake. So what I did here, I have $325 in this Cardano wallet just to try it out. Not dollars, 325 Cardano, which is probably like 30-something dollars, because Cardano is worth about 10 cents. I transferred it over here. I bought some Cardano through my Abra wallet, and I've just had it sitting in there for a while. And honestly, I've just been kind of waiting with Cardano. I don't really know what's going to happen with it. It's kind of a whole new system itself. And I took that 30-something dollars of Cardano and I transferred it into here. I did a receive. Yeah, hold on. I received, gives you addresses to receive to, and yeah, I received 325 Cardano, and then from here you can take it and you can join staking pools. And I believe I showed you a couple episodes ago the whole Texan stakes pool. Basically it's just somebody I know that set up a stake pool for Cardano in which everybody throws their Cardano together, and then it creates, I guess, I'm not really sure how it works, but what it does is the more people throw it together, the higher higher chance it has of finding those blocks. Let's see here, how to stake. Okay, and there's a bunch of different staking pools. I'll have to go into detail a little bit about like what staking is and stuff like that, but it's basically the same and kind of a similar concept as the Ethereum pool, where the more people that put it together has a better chance of earning the blocks and then being able to divvy out the earnings to everybody in the pool. Staking is kind of that way as far as validating transactions. The name of this stake pool is called Texan Stakes. I probably just butchered up that explanation, but it's okay. And here we go. No. That's not what I want to do. That's redeeming the testnet stuff. Here we go. Stake pools. And there are a lot of stake pools. And as you can see, a lot of people staking Cardano. And it just goes on. And Cardano is pretty popular. And then some rewards. I don't have any rewards because I haven't staked anything. And then, so I'll look at Texan stake pool. Texan stakes. Here we go. Delegate to this pool. I have some other Cardano on another wallet that's currently locked away in staking on crypto.com, but that expires in like 5 days or something. And when that expires, that's a huge chunk of Cardano. I'll bring it over here and I'll add it to this pool. And so let's go in here and delegate to this pool. Continue. Select wallet. I'll use this wallet. Continue. Okay, sure. And no, I did not select Ocean. No, I selected Texan Stake Pool. Cancel. Okay, Texan Stake Pool. Delegate to this pool. Continue. Let's see what happens. Eureka Cardano wallet. Continue. Okay, you selected Texan Stake Pool. Okay, Texan Stake Pool is continued. Calculating fees. Oh shoot. Dang it. Alright, hold on. Let me go back and I'll show you what I did because it wasn't on the window. Okay, so search. Okay, so go back to the beginning. Cancel. Okay. Delegation center, stake pools. Here's all the stake pools that you can see here. There's a ton of them. There's a lot of pools. Cardano is pretty popular. Here's the Texan stake pool. Delegate to this pool. Continue. Select wallet. My wallet here. So here we go. You have selected Texan stake pool to delegate for the Eureka Cardano wallet. It's calculating the fees. And so it's going to be 0.17 Cardano, not too bad. Alright, so we'll confirm that. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, it's like 300 something Cardano, so it's not going to do anything really. But I guess about next Friday or something, or next Thursday, I'll be able to put in a lot more. And wondering how that works. Can I just add more, or do I have to pull some out and then put it all in one chunk? Or okay, the stake from your wallet, Eureka Cardano, now delegated to the Texas stake pool. Your new delegation preferences are now posted on the Cardano blockchain. These preferences will take effect after the current and next Cardano epoch. Okay, an epoch is the time period in which it does its thing, and you get paid out after the epoch ends. And I think the epoch is generally like a week long. During this time, your previous delegation preferences remain active. Close. Okay, so here I am. I got 325 Cardano staked on the Texan stake pool. I'll add another large chunk of that by the end of this next week here. And we'll see what happens. And that'll earn me some Cardano. So that's a way to earn some more passive income off of what you have. So I went over DeFi. That's one way. I believe that was last episode, or no, it was the episode before last. I went over DeFi. That's one way to earn passive income through APY by using your crypto as collateral. Now this is another way, mining and staking. So there's lots of different types of ways to earn income using crypto. And so let me go back out of here. So there's a whole lot of different things you can do with crypto. Get back up here. There we go. Alright. There's a lot of different things you can do with crypto. You don't just have to hold it. You don't have to just trade it. You can stake it. You can mine it. You can put it into DeFi platforms and get the APY percentage off of the collateral that you can use your crypto as collateral and get that APY. So there's a lot of different ways to do and to make money. And the last episode covering all the education resources and YouTubers, I thought about it afterwards. I missed a whole lot of really good YouTubers and podcasters and stuff like that, like Decrypt Daily, Guy from Coin Bureau, Charles Hoskinson from Cardano even has a daily update. There's just so many good ones out there. So I by no means gave you guys like even a functional list. I mean, there's tons of stuff. So this is Halloween. Got my soda water. Got my kids' caramel M&Ms. And I'm grubbing down on more of my favorite candy here. I like 100 grands. Big 100 grand fan. Snickers, pretty good. Got Butterfingers. And there's some other shit. Here's some Twix. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff in the other room as well. But I got what I wanted. Alright. Well, happy Halloween, y'all. Be safe tonight. Don't get too wasted. I'm going to try not to get too wasted on candy. And, yeah. You have a good night, and I will talk to you next time. And I'll try to update you on this, what happens with this Monero mining program here. So hopefully it works. Cross my fingers. All right. Bye.